Ansu looming. It's Lamine Yamal to make it 2, and he's denied by the goalkeeper. Pedri. Eric Garcia's made a run. Eric Garcia with the cross.
And Barcelona will look to counter. Pedri skips inside one challenge. Wide it goes for Lamine. He has.
Hugo Martinez. Now Pedri is the runner. He takes that brilliantly in his stride.
Chan just got away with the clearance. Might not be for long term. In! And that would have put the tie to bed.
Costa goes down under the challenge from Lamine Yamal. The referee points to the ball.
Something special. Feet, tight feet.
Pedri quiere inventar, Pedri quiere hacer magia, Pedri la pone, tocadita frontal del área. ¡Gol!
That overlap from Jules Koundé, and here is a chance. That is 2-1, and this time it's Pedri. Nicely worked move down the right. Lamine Yamal to Koundé. Pedri making no mistake. 90 minutes gone. Barcelona
Nudges it back towards Elish, and here is Pedri. Last season under Xavi, and always played on that flank. Here's Pedri trying to race away from Mas. And so he went for goal, and 2 goals so far.
Second in the original group phase.
Sleep by Lamine Yamal to Olmo. Pedri under pressure from Mascherano.
Lamine wide for Pedri. Away from one challenge. Inside Pedri.
It's finding in this chance here for Lewandowski. Slightly wide of goal, but still managed to go close with the effort. Get more clear action in the first 45 minutes, absolutely.
Pedri. Dani Olmo to Pedri, little back heel there, Rafinha, great defending. The Normand caught napping. Once again Correa, who's just brought an extra little bit of spark to the Atletico.
This time it's... Oh, well, it's 3-0, and this time it is Fermin Lopez who beats the Valencia off.
Numerical superiority. He's very good bringing the ball out. Oh, Pedri with a dip of the shoulder. He'll cut this one back. It's Lewandowski, and it's wide. Showtime from Pedri. Very nearly gets his just rewards.
Remind you, in the first meeting in the Copa del Rey, hang on a second, as Lamine Yamal gets into the area, he takes a little nudge, Lamine, and oh, goodness, that was nearly an own goal. Lamine Yamal.
Y el primer portero que vi haciendo eso, cuando otro desmarque para Dani Olmo, la vaselina, la caída, y el árbitro que no ha señalado, sí, ahora sí, penalti. Ha dudado un instante, pero finalmente señala penalti.
Cartón de Carlos Martín, deja seguir el colegiado, la tiene Pedri, ha recortado Pedri, frontal del área, tiró de recurso porque no le quedaba otro más que prácticamente.
Again. Pedri.
And now Pedri given space. Oh, what a strike! And this is Pedri! Wonderful goal from Barcelona that makes it 2-0.
Pedri slides one through. Koundé could finish here. Saved by David Soria. Turned in by Koundé. Will it count? I think it does count. Koundé scores his 2nd goal in a week. And
it's real level, because this is real level. I mean, top goalkeeper.
Now an opportunity, and it was Lewandowski.
Pedri has it now. Driving at the heart of that Atletico defence. A good turn from Gavi. Pedri gets it back, and Pedri scores. Barcelona have the lead. It's the old 1-2 of Gavi and Pedri. And Pedri scores the opening goal of the game.
Goed. Pedri. Balde. Doelpunt. Gavi heeft er een handje van om
de
la banda que viene a ejecutar esa acción Aimar, pero otra recuperación de Pedri. Bueno, Pedri con el smoking. Tremendo, jugador tremendamente.
Pedri, challenged by Pavlidis, gave him this.
Good battling. Barrios and Koundé.
Está siendo el mejor en la defensa de largo. Pau Kovarsí, que se lesionó, está también en el banquillo, pero no va a jugar. Y ahí tenemos a un hombre que está tocando el cielo.
Yamal al suelo, Casado de primeras, Pedri. Lewandowski dentro del área, arriba el disparo de Robert Lewandowski.
Back out to Pedri. Pedri with the cross. There's a chance here for Fermin. Lewandowski was behind him, and that gave Mika Marmo.
Here, this is Pedri, unselfish, and Fermin! It might be his very first touch. He scored within a minute. Incredible speed, and there's also those players who are just a step ahead of the rest. Rafinha's one of them as he tests the goalkeeper.
Deslizando Nico Otamendi, buen balón de Pedri para Koundé, el remate de Koundé fue final.
Danjuma ahead of him.
Pedri's ball for Lamine and tipped wide.
Rafinha jugando para Pedri, da la vuelta, se le escapa a Guridi, Guridi le persigue, Pedri que abre el balón hacia la banda por delante.
Again, Pedri. Fantastic little bit.
First test of Wojciech Szczesny.
Raul Asensio coming up.
Missverständnis, geht ins Feld. Aber Lamine Yamal hat noch einen weiten Weg vor sich. Ferran Torres.
Rodrigo de Paul retaliates, and he gets away with that as well. So
Absolute mountain to climb if they want to get back into this game, but I think the job they have to do.
Vuelve la pelota al Canario, encara sobre Guridi, le esconde el balón y la toca sobre Valde, va sobre la esquina, devuelve.
Oh, it's a lovely ball from Pedri.
Situaciones de tener que ir a buscar el gol le da más ofensivamente.
Sobre todo ese asedio que tiene ahora mismo el Barça y pidiéndoles que se mantengan juntos en defensa.
Con la pelota Pedri, rompiendo líneas.
Here comes the Frutos down the right, and Pedri.
En la frontal para Pedri, Pedri devolución sobre Lamine.
For Fermin and Frenkie de Jong possibly.
Nos lo van a recordar con mucho agrado.
Ese. Es que no tenía nada realmente.
Delightful touch that was from Rafinha. Pedri, Lewandowski. Clutched.
Skips past Pedro, gets a ball into Pedro.
In diesem ersten Durchgang von Schwarz-Gelb, Pedri.
Für Casado, für Pedri, that law
fresh. The better of him. It's laid back by Fermin. Pedri not clear, but straight to Olmo. Here's Pedri. Pedri's played it forward. There's a chance here for Rafinha to win it. Araujo goes long, and the ball is drilled back to the feet of Lamine Yamal. He gets the shot away, but it's pass. Rafinha into Pedri. Pedri to Fermin. Fermin with a shot and saved with the legs by Oblak. An early chance for Barcelona.
Pedri, achtervolgd door Prados, die verliest.
Well, it's played on, I'm not sure about that one from Hillman Thano.
Find Rafinha, cut back for Pedri. Pedri, wonderful goal, wonderful, wonderful goal. Composure with the finish.
Centre where Renato Tapia has been playing now. Pedri with the ball in behind the Leganese defence. And he's taken it too wide of the mark.
Dortmund schafft es eben nicht. Jetzt wieder.
Palleggio preciso, efficace ed elegante. Pedri lo attacca Barella. La Veronica di Pedri, il tunnel ai danni di Pellegrini che va a terra. L'arbitro interviene, comanda un calcio di punizione.
Barcelona back into possession, and again it's down the left here.
Sergio Gonzalez staying with Rafinha wherever he goes, it seems now.
Die kijken niet naar de wedstrijd, die kijken naar de tribune. Pedri.
Those balls from the middle. Pedri can finish and make it 4. It's 4-0 in Montilivi to Football Club Barcelona. Pedri gets the 4th.
So curl away, then inviting a run and a header, and it's 3. And it's oh so very easy for Barcelona. Up from the back, Diego Martinez. Hachan flies. Just careless with his last touch, and Pedri.
Mateo Flores, who's can Barcelona get another exercise better.
Right. So that means there can be a 6.
Yeah. Pedri to Rafinha. This could be the second Barcelona goal. Over the top of the goalkeeper, off the crossbar, and on the volley. Lewandowski can't follow in on the rebound. Another close. Pedri's done well, and again finds Rafinha. Happy than having Griezmann high up the pitch. Here's Rafinha with the.
Jimenez has a very tough.
Pedri slightly for Barcelona. He's got Rafinha ahead of him. He plays in Rafinha. Barrios. Pedri gets there ahead of Molina.
Valde toca para Pedri, zona de disparo. Lunin metiendo los guantes. Rafinha el centro. La intervención de Militao. El pase no es bueno. Recupera Fede Valverde. Va al suelo el canario. No solo fue al suelo, sino que recuperó la pelota el futbolista de Tegueste.
His position on the left, Yamal on the right. Here's Rafinha in there again, and across Kate Kamara to block.
Pedri krijgt een duw van Nico. Koek. Pedri libero, lo affronta Calafiori, il dribbling tentato da Pedri. Gira su se stesso, ricomincia.
Entendiendo y leyendo que se queda libre, como vemos ahora.
Pedri.
Passing the ball around at the moment. Knocked out.
Stadium a little bit. We have got Carlos Ponte pitch side. Good evening, Carl.
Elise Fuddy was balked. I don't think the referee saw it.
Here's Pedri. Pedri holding on to the ball. A joy to watch him full flow.
Rafinha, possibly this one.
Well, there it is. Gavi to Rafinha. Can Rafinha finish? He's got two in front.
10 minutes. Here he is again.
First touch took him back into trouble, but Pedri's shot. Can it be turned in by Rafinha?
Gnabry, Muller, Serge Gnabry, heavy touch. It's terrific from Pedri.
Pedri pensa alla conclusione, Pedri centrale, Donnarumma in due tempi.
Anche qui vedi la pressione.
Il cross con il sinistro morbido nel cuore dell'area di rigore, il volo di Donnarumma su Pedri.
Given away very cheaply by Imeri. He hasn't been in the game in his big return since early August. Koundé left it. Pedri. It's a big block. Rafinha rattles in the rebound.
Énormément. Et surtout défensivement, il fournit beaucoup d'efforts. Oh, le bon ballon de Pedri pour Koundé, un penalty.
De los futbolistas suplentes del Barça celebraban en la parcela que, por así decirlo.
Otra vez Koundé y más de Lamine. Se suma la acción Pedri, que toca de primera. Se viene al centro de Jules.
He's had to play slightly deeper in some games. That's a nice ball in behind.
Esa acción clásica, ¿no? Esa acción es la que le falta.
I think it'll be a major surprise if
Barcelona well on top. They've got Yamal in. That's a beautiful take. And then the second touch.
Kimmich actually trying to catch a goalkeeper out.
On display, and we're seeing speed on display on the other end too. Pedri with another from one end to the other, and it's a bench brace for number 8.
Ferran Torres gone wide and
Chance here for Pedri. The cross comes in, and it's Ferran Torres who scores.
Well, I had to talk over you a little bit there, Carlos. You can tell us exactly what Xavi was saying.
Javi Hernández, Robert Lewandowski no lo vio claro en la pelea con Iza Carcelén, se la lleva Pedri, cambio de pie, agarró Sane, Meterio, cartulina.
Íñigo, balón interior, Pedri se gira, Pedri para Lewandowski, le quiere pegar Robert. ¡No!
Which is what has been suggested, that a 10-minute sin bin.
And he has found Pedri. Pedri inside two, flicked for Gundogan. Gundogan.
Guilty about the intensity and the pressure, but it's a team that it has also the
And have a chance through Pedri, perhaps. Lewandowski's waiting for a pass towards him. It comes over towards the back post, and it's met with a strike by İlkay Gundogan. He has been the man who's pulled Barca up by their bootstrap.
Felix can't finish it. Pedri puts it home. It's a magical goal for Barca.
È una cantera quella del Barcellona che produce talenti.
Who is beyond Pedri, and Pedri gets back. What a challenge! His first touch.
To Lewandowski.
And now it's Rafinha.
What a goal.
What a take! What a finish! Well, suddenly he. Haven't released time to, well.
Pedri, balón de Pedri buscando a Rafinha. Rafinha no llega por muy.
De fondo se mete en el área y peligro. Taque la pone para el de la muerte. Y Araujo que salva la llegada de la.
The video assistant referee. Here's Frenkie de Jong into Pedri. Spins away from Savinho, still with the ball stuck to his feet.
Crowding in to the same space and in and around green and white shirt.
Pedri de Rafinha que está.
Da Zaire Emery, Dembélé, morbido dentro, deviazione.
Barcelona now. Lamine finds Pedri. Under pressure from Valverde. He's found.
Excuse me, with Bebe. Possibly will we see Pathassis coming on later on.
Kicking from right to left. Now joining turn 17, so not a bad birthday present given to him by Xavi Hernández. As it's a lovely ball now played over.
Para tocarla atrás, cruza.
Maybe getting a little bit closer to the goal that will break the deadlock in the Coliseum.
La pelota es para Pedri, frontal del área. Pedri dejándola de cara a Gavi. Remiro. Sigue.
Bueno, pues diciendo al técnico del Atlético de Madrid.
Atención con la pelota, Joao Félix en la frontal. Joao Félix, fuera.
Lo consigue, juega rápido el Barça. Pedri está en la frontal. Pedri para Lewandowski. Lewandowski. Desviado el disparo de Robert Lewandowski.
In goes the challenge there.
Now Pedri, nicely found. Pedri with the curling shot. It's a first effort on target for Barcelona. Pedri
Closing in on Koundé. Barcelona able to bring it out. Quick feet to
Pedri towards Yamal.
Buen balón para Gundogan. Pedri fuera. No, gol, gol, gol, gol, gol, gol, gol, gol, gol, gol, gol, gol.
Tired legs, tired minds.
High footballs it from Gundogan. No, the referee's happy with it. Pedri carries it forward.
Ramos tiene detalles de gran delantero.
Oye, carrera con distancia es potente. Tiene una carrera.
Ha hecho en la primera mitad, robar rápido. Lo intenta nuevamente. ¿Cómo la esconde Pedri? Pedri que se consigue.
Out to Lamine Yamal. First time to Pedri. The chance for Victor Roque. He couldn't get the shot.
Well hit by Pedri.
Fue Granada.
Various alternatives that Xavi had in the centre of his defence.
Point slip, or they can see drop 2 points here. As Pedri shows off his brilliant individual skill.
We can clearly see the three centre backs. Let's see Pedri's.
Here is Pedri.
They let the ball play. So these different decisions of the referee in the same kind of play. Sometimes they confuse.
Quite get past Koundé, and Pedri brings it away for foot.
Pedri for Fermin.
Expect that nice and polished, technique-wise, but it looked to be super quick.
Supporting as this ball goes forward to Lewandowski. It's laid off nicely to Pedri.
Le ofrece en corto Pepelu, toca de primeras el ex del Levante.
Con Gundogan, posible falta, no señalada, dejando la ley de la ventaja del árbitro. Balón para Ferran.
Del terreno de juego Coque, su capitán, para que entre.
Es Pedri el que controla dentro del área. Pedri que sigue limitando la conducción. Fantástico Pedri, elegantísimo.
La mueve rápido para Pedri. Pedri la salva, la toca a la banda para Rafinha. Sigue encontrando con facilidad al compañero el Barcelona.
Joao la pone atrás para Pedri, balón para Fermín, Fermín, control y disparo ante la salida de Sivera. Poco a poco fue perdiendo el ángulo, la capacidad para...
Pedri que atrae, juega para Gundogan, para Pedri.
Back to Pedri. Trying to find Abden on the volley, sends that one over the crossbar.
Other changes coming, Carlos.
Y así se muestran este tipo de acciones. En vez de salir.
Cuando tiene el balón el Barcelona, progresa Pedri, buen balón por dentro para Gavi que puede.
To Pedri and catching out Real Madrid here, and there's Dembele with the opening goal for Barcelona. Him down. Pedri involved once more, and Dembele whipped it across. On the break, using Ousmane Dembele in particular. Here's Pedri.
Taking pressure there and recovering the ball once again.
Indeed, Lo Celso not able to get himself out of that traffic and
Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're really getting into the weeds with FC Barcelona's midfielder Pedri. Not just watching highlights, but trying to figure out what makes him so important for the team.
Right. And our main source here is that YouTube video from eFootball, The Magic of Pedri.
Exactly. So forget the usual play-by-play. We want to understand the why behind his moves, the skills, the decisions.
Precisely. We're aiming to give you, the learner, a kind of a tactical map of his game, using those clips as evidence, you know?
Yeah, so you can see the finer points, not just the flashy stuff.
Spot on. It's about appreciating the nuance.
Okay, let's dive straight in then. Goals. Obvious place to start, maybe, but it's the way he scores.
It really is, like that one set up by Donny Alves, with the back heel.
Yes, that wasn't just being there. Felt like he knew exactly what Alves was going to do.
That's intuition, isn't it? Anticipation.
Yeah.
Timing the run perfectly. It's more than just technique.
And then there was another one described as just wonderful. Made it 2-0.
Yeah, I remember that. What stood out to me was how he sort of shifted his body almost imperceptibly.
To create the angle.
Exactly. And the finish was so precise, wasn't much backlift needed. Clean strike.
But it's not all worldies, is it? There's that goal where he follows up, Koundé shoots, David Soria saves it.
And Pedri's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just pure awareness, isn't it? That hunger to pounce on a rebound.
It shows his football brain is always switched on. He's not just watching his teammates shoot. He's thinking, what happens next?
Anticipating the save, yeah.
Then there's the one finishing a move involving Felix. What's key there, I think, is how he just slots into these different attacking combinations.
Shows real adaptability. And scoring the opener in a game, that tells you something too.
Oh, definitely. Sets the tone. Shows he can handle that early pressure.
Right. And we know he got a couple in some group stage earlier on the video. It mentions it. Point being, he's a consistent threat.
He is. And what about that description, sliced one through to Kundai? That's not just a pass.
No, it paints a picture. Like surgically precise, you know? Weighted perfectly.
Unlocking the defense with one ball, it's about the quality of the pass, like you said.
Which brings us neatly onto his assists and key passes, because there are loads in these highlights.
Absolutely loads. You see him feeding Yamal, Lewandowski, Fermin Lopez, Rafinha. He's often the one providing that final creative spark.
There's that specific one for Kundai, again, this second goal that week, apparently. Suggests a real connection building there.
Yeah, like they're on the same wavelength. And remember that lovely ball out to Dest on the right?
Which then leads to Fermin getting involved.
Exactly. It's like Pedri starts the chain reaction. His pass initiates the whole threat.
And the variety's impressive, too. Like that unselfish one for Fermin's goal. Might have been Fermin's first touch, even.
That says so much about his mindset, doesn't it? Team first, sees the better option, gives it up. Mature play.
Definitely. Then there's a pass to Rafinha that makes Oblak pull off a great save. But the pass itself...
Took defenders out, yeah. Broke the lines. That's crucial.
Of course, not every single one comes off perfectly. There's that ball behind the Legani's defense.
Where maybe he takes his own run a bit too wide.
Yeah. But the idea was there. The vision to spot the run. Execution, maybe not 100% that time, but the intent.
It shows the right thinking. And there was another ball, just invited a header for a goal. We don't see who scored, but the delivery was asking to be finished.
Creating those high percentage chances.
And that pass over the top to Rafinha, the one that smacked the crossbar.
Ooh, yeah. So close.
That wasn't just a hopeful punt, though. It was calculated. Shows his range, his accuracy over distance.
And we see him linking up with Fermin a lot, setting him up for shots.
That kind of midfield partnership, understanding movement, rotations. It's vital. And finding Gundogan for a shot, too, shows he can connect with different types of players.
Although there was that one moment, looked like Lewandowski might have been expecting a pass.
Yeah, those split-second decisions, easy to critique afterwards, but in the moment.
Exactly. Defines the top midfielders, even if it doesn't always look perfect. And then a ball to Kundai almost leads to something, and one to Victor Roque where the shot wasn't quite hit right.
It just shows even the best pass needs the finish. But Pedri's consistently creating the groundwork for those chances.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit. Let's talk pure skill, the technique.
Ah, yes. The highlights reel is full of him just gliding past challenges. That phrase, something special, feet tight.
It really captures it, doesn't it? Like the ball's on a string sometimes.
Incredible close control. Lets him keep it even when surrounded.
And dictate the pace, yeah. Then you see the individual dribbles, like getting away from Mascarell.
For that little dip of the shoulder to beat someone. Subtle, but so effective.
It's not just raw flair, though. It feels refined. Nice and polished technique is how it was described.
You can see it in how fluid he is. And when they say brilliant individual skill, it's usually leading somewhere. You know, it has a purpose.
Not just skill for skill's sake, like that beautiful J turn.
The Cruyff turn. Classic.
Followed by that quick second touch, trying to catch the keeper out. That's inventive, thinking on his feet.
Constantly scanning, seeing possibilities others don't.
But let's not just focus on the attack. His work rate gets highlighted too.
Very important. You see him battling back, winning the ball. He doesn't switch off when they lose possession.
That challenge on Pavis, for instance, shows he's willing to get stuck in.
Absolutely. And recovering the ball under pressure deep in his own half, that shows resilience, desire.
You even see him tracking back to make important tackles. That defensive commitment. It lists the whole team, surely.
It makes him so much more valuable. A complete midfielder, really. You need that engine in the modern game.
The source also touches on his tactical flexibility. Played out wide sometimes under Xavi last season.
Yeah, that adaptability is a huge plus. Means the coach can tweak things. And playing a bit deeper sometimes, too.
Suggests he's comfortable orchestrating from different zones.
That positional intelligence is key. He understands the demands of different roles across the midfield. Big asset.
Now, obviously, it's highlights, but it does show moments where things didn't quite come off, too, like a shot going just wide after a strong run.
Or that Lewandowski shot going wide after a Pedri pass.
Right. It's realistic. These moments happen.
But they still show him getting into dangerous positions, creating potential chances, like his own shot being blocked and no one converts the rebound. He's involved.
And that volley attempt over the bar from an Abdane layoff.
Even in the miss, you see the technique he's trying, the ambition. He's not afraid to try difficult things.
Finally, the video briefly mentions some refereeing moments. Just factually, you know.
Like a penalty shout involving Costa Kundai having a goal disallowed initially.
And Elise Vea getting booked.
Yeah.
It's just part of the narrative of those games.
Exactly. We're not judging the calls, just noting they happened. It's context.
Part of the flow.
Yeah.
And it hints at those wider discussions about consistency, doesn't it?
Always a talking point in football.
So, okay, pulling it all together, what's the picture we get from these clips?
I think it's undeniably a picture of a exceptionally gifted midfielder, dynamic, technically brilliant.
But also intelligent and hardworking. It's the blend, isn't it?
Yes. He scores, he assists, he creates, and he puts in a shift defensively. He impacts the game in so many ways.
And hopefully for you, the learner, this gives you a deeper appreciation than just watching the goals fly in. We tried to look under the hood a bit.
To see the mechanics behind the magic.
Right. So the final thought then. Where does he go from here? How does his development influence Barcelona's future?
That's the big question, isn't it? Considering everything we've seen, how will he evolve? What parts of his game might he refine even further to become truly dominant?
Will he add more goals? Become even more influential defensively? It's fascinating to think about.
Definitely one to keep a close eye on. His potential seems enormous.
Absolutely. Well, that's our deep dive on Pedri for today. Thanks for joining us.